Good afternoon. Actually, I should say good evening. It is, let's see, it is 4:59 on Tuesday, June. I knew it was one of those months that started with the J. June 24th. And I am just checking in to see if I can see myself on Facebook so I can see, oh, I gotta turn volume off. So I can see, there I am. So I can see comments. And we will get started in just a minute. If you are joining me and live, then you'll see the little live button flashing up in the left corner. If not, you're watching a replay. I thank you for joining me. My name is Jenny Fetz, and I am a Stampin' Up, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in East Contra Costa County, which is just east of San Francisco Bay Area, and I thank you for joining me. Today is Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny, and my friend and partner in crime, Tammy, did a kit earlier this morning on her live on Facebook, and you will be able to catch a replay of that or a link to that replay on my blog tomorrow. I am doing a kit too, and I'm actually having fun with killing two birds with one stone here, because I am the kit ambassador for my Love to Stamp group this month, and so I have both kits that came out this month, and one of them was a card kit, great cute pop-up card kit, but this one I'm working with is Make a Memory scrapbooking kit. It's not like the other scrapbooking kits that you get through Stampin' Up, the workshop kits. It comes boxed up, and it has got a plethora of items, and this is the kit we're going to be doing. It's item number 165638, and let me show you the instructions real quick. These are some of the items you get there. The instructions, as you know, the kits come with, hello Tammy, as you know, the kits come with instructions. Now, this doesn't have instructions for all 12 layouts that you can do. It has instructions for, it looks like 1, 2, 3 layouts. But there are 12 sheets. I'll show everything that you've got. I'll go through this kit with you in just a minute. I'm going to be doing this layout number 3, and then I'm also, let me put this up so you can see it. I'm also going to be showing you how not only can you do scrapbooking kits with this, but you can also make cards with this. So let's go ahead and look at the kit. I'll open it up, and it reminds me of pizza. It's a pizza box. But I'm going to open this up, and there's the pictures I'm going to be scrapbooking with you guys today. Let me take all of this out. I'll take everything out of the box, and I'll show it to you. Let's put this away. Oops. And what's fun is, let me see if I have this written down somewhere. Yeah, there it is. All right, so with this kit, the fun thing is there are extra scrapbook paper. That's not extra cardstock. That doesn't come with a kit. There are, if you guys are familiar with our Memories and More scrapbooking cards pieces, they are 4x6 cards along with some other things that coordinate together with other product within the Stampin' Up line. This is this kit is like a workshop kit, but it's also got the cards, like the Memories and More cards. And so you've got, I believe it's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 12 of the, 18. Sorry, I had it written wrong. I think it's 18. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 or 21 of these 4x6 cards, and they're great for frames or for matting for pictures if you want to use that, or you can turn these into cards, and I'll show you. Hi Patty, welcome. I'm excited to share with you about these kits. So let me tell you what everything you get. There's about 20 of these cards. It's 18 or 20 of these cards. We'll see if I counted correctly. They're 4x6. You've got 3 punch out ephemera type pages, and 2 of them are tags, and these are great for accessorizing pictures. And then one is more like the ephemera we're familiar with. There's a globe and lemons and hearts and flowers and cameras, typewriters, all sorts of fun things. Then there's also 3, well, no, I'm going to say this. There's 4 sets of stickers. However, 3 of the sets are all words, and so and it comes in 2 different languages. So really, we have 2 sets of stickers that you can use. One is leaves, and one is sentiments. And then if you're sending to somebody in another country, there is French, and then there's German. And so those are the stickers that come with this. Then there's also, I'm going to put these off to the side. I'll get those later. You also have these 2 pieces, which have these stripes, so you can cut down the stripes to have different widths of borders and different forms. I believe I'll be using this one this afternoon. Not sure if I'm going to use any of these. I might be able to use one on a card. We're going to design a card later with this. So there's 2 of those, and then you have 12 by 12 pieces of cardstock. Unlike the workshop kits where some of the cardstock is back and it's a front and back so that it doubles the number, these are all only one side. But there's so many wonderful patterns. I love this pattern. You can go this way, vertical, where the stripes are vertical, or the stripes are horizontal, or the stripes are vertical. And there's a polka dot. I love this one. I love the V and the chevron look. And there's this one, our cloud cover. And there's this another one that's cloud cover. It's got a watercolor look. This one is great. And we have this one, and then this hexagon or geometric, this striped, and this striped one. And this one looks like the other one, but it's a different color, I believe. Yeah, it might be very similar in color. So, and then we've got this fun page as well too. Actually, this is the one I think I'm going to be using for my. This is a little bit darker than this one. Actually, no, they're exactly the same. Anyway, depends on the lighting. So these are what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using this, and let's go ahead. So you get a lot with this. So let me go over this again. You get 12 by 12 single-sided cardstock. You get 3 of the ephemera. 2 are with tags and frames and such on there. And 1 is flowers and other images. Then you've got 1 or 2 that are stripes, that have stripes so that you can create borders. And then there is 4 stickers, but 2 of them are foreign language, and then 1 is English and 1 is leaves. And then you've got approximately 18 to 20 of the 4x6 cards that are similar to your Memories and More stack. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, we're going to look at the instructions. Hey, Peggy, welcome. I hope it's nice up in Oregon, Northeast Oregon. So we're going to do this layout here. So let me go ahead and pull, let's see, we're going to use this 4x6 and this 4x6. And we're also going to use some, let's see, we're going to use some of the leaves. And I think we're going to use one of the petal pink and one of the crumb cake. And so we'll set that aside because they're stickers. I don't want to take them off quite yet. And then, you know what? This one has the globe. Actually, we're going to use a couple more stickers down here. This one has the globe, but we're not going to use the globe. We're going to use something else because I don't want to use a globe with the pictures I'm going to use. I think we're going to use maybe one of these flowers. I'm not sure, but we're going to use one of these. So let's go ahead, and it looks like we've also got some tags that they're using. Collect memories. So maybe we'll do that. Where's my English? Stickers. They use this sticker, collect memories. And they used on the, where is it? The other ephemera with the tags and stuff. We used one of the banners, but I may or may not use that. I don't know, because I was thinking about using this banner with something else. Oh, I might use this banner down here, the gray one. And so let's go ahead and get started. It's nice up there. Good. We're warm out here in Brentwood. I know Tammy was saying, or Patty was saying in our team meeting earlier, that it was nice and cool out where she's at, but we're farther inland, and so it's a little bit warmer. Oh, I just put my instructions away, and I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and open this up. So let's see. We are going to cut, and I picked the lightest one, which is going to make it a little bit harder to see, but I think we need, these are my borders. I'm going to cut this one, because we're going to use this. And then I have my two 4x6 cards. And then we have some leaves and stuff. And these are the pictures I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. These are from 2013, I believe it is, up at the cabin, the family cabin. It's a picture of my son and my daughter with their great-grandmother, my husband's grandmother. And some of the fun jobs that we did helping out grandparents up there are Oma and Papa Eric. My daughter loved to help feed the deer, and here's some pictures of the deer that we have up there. They're my mother-in-law's babies. And then Brian was helping Papa Eric dig a hole or something. I'm not sure what it was for. And then we finished off the afternoon or the evening after dinner with roasting some marshmallows in the smoking barrels. So we're going to go ahead and put these on there in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and cut this down. We're going to use our paper trimmer, and I always put my paper trimmer upside down. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to line this. We're going to line this up with the track and cut that. And let's see. I think I want to move it over just a little bit. I'd rather have a little bit short than have the flowers in there. So let's go ahead and cut that down. And we'll put this aside. So these make some great, you could actually use these on some cards too if you cut them down. All right, we're gonna take this and put it, also, I forgot to share with you, the kit also includes your adhesives, as always with all our kits. They include the adhesives, and we have some glue dots, and we have some tear and tape to go along with this. So we're going to go ahead and put our tear and tape. Here's our grid here. We're going to put tear tape on the back and then attach that to our paper on the right hand side. So let's go ahead and do our tear and tape. And we're going to just put, they have it going across, but I'm going to be a little more frugal with my tear and tape. And I'm going to put just 4 little pieces in each corner, one in each corner, to hold it down. And then, as I've always said before in the past, that I like to burnish my tear and tape before I take it off, because sometimes when you go to peel that backing off, it comes off with it pulls the adhesive off if you don't burnish it. So let's go ahead and take that. My garbage can is underneath my desk. I'll put it down there. All right. I hope everybody's having a great week. Or actually, it's only the start of the week, but I hope everybody's having a great summer, because I can't believe we're almost at the end of June already, and it will be the 4th of July before we know it. All right, we're going to line this up, and I'm going to stand up so I can look down without putting my head in the screen, and line this up just like so. Oop, over. All right. And there is our page. And then if we look at our instructions and we line this up and we do exactly what the instructions have, we're going to go ahead and put this polka dotted one right here. And then we're gonna layer it over this one. So we're gonna put this one here. And I think what we're gonna do is, they have you journaling, and so I'm going to journal here. Let me make sure my pen is. You know what? Actually, I think what I'll do, I thought I heard something, sorry guys. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna journal now, I'll journal after I put this down so that I don't waste time journaling. All right, let's go ahead and use our tear and tape and attach this with our tear and tape. Just put a little bit here and a little bit here on both of them. Oh, I know what it was. I heard my husband talking to the dog because it's dinner time for the doggy. So I'm gonna do that, burnish these. And according to this, if we look at this, we've got the one for the journaling. It's an ombre of the beiges. Goes very light to a little bit darker, and when that goes down below first, and then we put this polka dotted one on top. So let's burnish these. Pull our tape. All right, we're gonna put this one down. Let's see, I sort of want to set this here. We'll put that there, and then we'll go here, and I think we're gonna go right about there. That looks, is that even? Not quite, and because I didn't push down too hard. If you don't burnish it down and you don't push too hard on the tear and tape, you can lift it a little bit, for just a little bit. There we go, that's even. And then we're gonna go ahead and put these on. So, all right. And I know they had that bumped right up against, but I think I'm gonna put it right here. All right, and then according to this, we're gonna put a photo here, and then we have 2 more photos down here. So we have 4 photos. So I've got to decide which 4 photos I wanna use. I definitely wanna use this, and I may have to cut down some of my photos as well. But we have our deer. I think we're gonna leave this deer off, because I think what I want to do is I want to make this my primary photo up above of the kids with their great-grandmother. I'll probably cut down this one a little bit, and then I'll probably cut this one down a little bit, cut some of the sky off, and cut some of the bottom feet off, so you can see Megan doing her feeding the deer. And then I may cut a little bit here and here. So let's go ahead and cut down our pictures a little bit, and then we can determine where we're gonna put them, in what order, and see how we like it. So I'm gonna cut down my pictures. I don't go with specific measurements. I just cut where I want. So I keep what I want, the image we want, and then I arrange from there. So do that. And cut up here. Now this cabin it's now my in-laws' permanent home, but it was the family cabin for years, where they would go up I guess it would leave like the day or 2 after school got out for summer, and they would stay up there. My mother-in-law and my husband and his brother would stay up there until like a week before school started, and they would spend the entire summer up there. And it's up by where I don't want to cut heads off, by his grandmother, and a couple uncles live up there. So it was fun. They had spent their family summers up there and just had a great time. So we're gonna go ahead and put, let's see, Grandma and the kids here. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna put some Terra tape on the back of these. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I'm curious, how many of you guys scrapbook, or how many of you guys did scrapbook and stopped and then are starting up again? I used to scrapbook a little bit back when the kids were little. Matter of fact, actually, I stopped not long after my daughter was born. If you look at my kids, and it was equal opportunity for both of my kids, equal scrapbooking, because my son's scrapbook goes until he's about 6-7 weeks of age, and my daughter's goes to the same amount. The only complete scrapbook I have is I have 2 complete scrapbooks, and those are of trips to Disneyland and Disney World we took with the kids. Otherwise, I don't have any complete scrapbooks, and I think I will go back, and though I won't have a lot of details, I'll have some general information that I can put in there. But I think once my husband retires and we get settled wherever we're going to be after he retires, I'll have more time, and I'll probably get some scrapbooking done then and get things completed. So I'm going to sort of put this one here, I think. And I think I like the idea of this one going here, and then the deer here, and then we'll do, we'll do that there. Maybe we'll do the deer up here. What do you guys think? We'll do that, and then we may just overlap them right quite like that. You did a lot until Jason was about 8 or 10. Yeah, you know, I would have gotten more done, except for then we became members of a play group and just all sorts of activities happening, and a 3.5-year-old and a newborn, and it was crazy. And we also started an addition on our house about the time when my daughter was 6 weeks old, so that's probably another reason why they stopped about that time too. So we're going to go ahead and put these here, and I'm not going to attach anything yet, but then I'm going to take my ephemera, and let's figure out which ephemera. You know what? I might do the hearts. I like the hearts because we love to go to the cabin. The kids loved going to the cabin. My daughter loved feeding the deer. So we'll do that heart there. Maybe another heart up here. I like those hearts. We'll do a heart here and a heart there. And then we'll do, let's see. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And then maybe we'll do a couple of leaves. Or maybe we'll do, let's see, what sticker can we put on there? Maybe the Enjoy the Now. I'm not following exactly how they have it in those things. Let's see, Peggy, you scrapbook from 1997 until your husband passed in 2021. Wow, that's a long time. Primarily a card maker after that, but I've recently started scrapbooking again. Well, great. Put a couple on the second page. Oh, I'm only doing one page today, Patty. And so, yeah. And I don't have any more from this time period. We didn't take a lot of pictures, to be perfectly honest. I think I'm going to use that, or maybe these are the moments. Maybe I'll put that right here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this over here. These are the moments. I like that sticker. So we're going to put this here, and then we're going to move everything else around it. So these are the moments. And then we're going to put down the first one of the kids and the great-grandmother. And then I'm going to use those lines to line up too, so I don't have my head in the page. And I'm going to go a little bit higher than that. All right, there's one picture. And then we'll put this one here. So, all right. This is a very brown page, so maybe I don't know, maybe I'll pull, what do you guys think? Keep the hearts, or should I bring some flowers in for some color? Maybe I should bring some flowers in for color. I don't know. Let's see. So we'll do that picture there. We'll do this picture here. You like the hearts with the theme of your pictures. Okay. Well, you know what we can do? Instead of flowers, there's always a couple more hearts, but we can always, no, I don't want to take a chance of coloring them. Do that one there. Maybe we'll do another smaller heart here. What do you guys think? And then I can journal right here. Tammy says flowers. Peggy says the hearts. So Patty, I need you to be my tiebreaker here, Patty. What do you think? Do you think hearts or do you think flowers? And in the meantime, while I'm waiting to hear back from the tiebreaker, let me go ahead and put these pictures down. And oh, Tammy loves the hearts. Okay, maybe we're gonna go with hearts after all. All right, we'll do that picture there. And then this one. Do this one here. I like that look. So Tammy, you think we should go hearts? We can go heart there, the heart there, and a heart there. I want to put the heart sort of right there because it can be seen. Or do that. I don't know. What do you think? Why not both? Patty says hearts. Oh, we're just going to go with hearts then. That sounds good. Let's go with hearts. So we're going to put these hearts down. I'm going to use my glue dots for those. So what I find with these kits, they're not like other glue dots where they're on the roll. So you can almost take them, I mean, you can take them off. Sometimes they stick to the plastic sheet that they're on. And then you can just put that. I like to try and take the, and it's not working. It's not doing like what I usually do. Usually when I take them off, it stays on the plastic sheet. And then I put it on there and I pull it off. But we're going to go ahead and do, what's the matter, Bo? My doggy Bo is chatting with me. He's got an opinion too. I guess he wants to go with the hearts. So we'll go ahead and do one more dot here. I think we're gonna go two glue dots there. So there we go. But see, I like that better because you can see the heart. That you can't see the heart very well. All right, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do glue dots for that. I think I'm gonna pull out my Stampin' Seal and put a couple there and put that right there. All right, there is, you know what? I think I'm gonna put a little glue dot down there because that's sticking up, that paper sticking, the picture's sticking up. So we're gonna put a little glue dot there and put it down. There we go. And then we'll do our journaling. It's Cabin in 2013, helping Oma and Papa Eric with the chores. I didn't spell chores right. Oh well, chores. Well, they say when you're scrapbooking and you lost your sound. Oh no, Peggy. Does everybody else have sound still, or is it? I wonder if it's my. Tammy or Patty, can you tell me if you still have sound? So anyway, we'll see. Hopefully it's not my system that lost sound. Anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead in the cabin 2013. They say handwriting is great because it leaves a little something for them for memories. And my misspellings are something that will always stick. I rely heavily on spell check because sometimes I add extra letters in there when I'm writing. All right, so helping Oma and Papa Eric with the chores, hanging out with great grandma Lang, roasting marshmallows with Dad. Fun times. All right, there we go. There's my, you're okay there. Okay. Peggy, it might be your system. I hope the sound comes back. All right, so there is our scrapbook page with this kit. And there is, like I said, they've only got 3 instructions for 3 pages on here, and there's 12. So there is so much that you can do with all of these and get creative, or, you know, even use the same layouts, but using the different ephemera and the different stickers and borders to create the same basic layouts, but slightly different colors and such. So anyway, there you go. Here's also, I'm sorry, you know, I just noticed this. They have instructions for each of these first 3 pages, but here's examples of what you can do with the rest of the ephemera and pages. So they give you lots of stuff. It left and it came back. It's good now. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Peggy. All right, so let's go ahead and put these aside, and then I'm going to share with you my idea of how to go a little rogue and use these and some cardstock you may have on hand. And we're going to use the stickers. And we're going to use, where's my ephemera? Not those, I want this ephemera. We're going to use these. We're going to use this banner. And we're going to use the sticker that says hello, and we're going to use this card. We're going to have to cut this down, and we're going to make a card out of this. Now, let's go ahead and cut this down. Now, this is 4x6, and this is our standard cardstock cut in half, but instead of doing 5.5 by 8.5, we have done 11 by 4 1/4, and I folded it. Instead of being an up and down card, I'm going to open it this way. So it's going to be a book like opening, but it's going to be horizontal. So we're going to cut this down to, it's already 1/4 inch shorter. So we're going to make this, this is 5.5. So we're going to make it 5 1/4. And I think I'm going to do it this way. And because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this end piece that we're cutting off for the inside of my card to zhuzh up the card on the inside. So we've got these pieces here, and I forgot. I'm going to get a piece of white cardstock for my panel on the inside, and I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. And there we go, 5 1/4. All right, there we go. And let's go ahead and put this card together, and then I'll show you what we've done. All right, so we've got this cardstock, and I love these flowers, and it's these colors. Apparently this is Darling Duckling, but it reminds me of a little bit. It's not as green as some of the Darling Ducklings. It's a really pretty shade of yellow. Petal pink, I believe, and Pretty Peacock. Let me find the instructions for, what did I do with the instructions? as soon as I find the instructions, I can tell you exactly what colors are on this. Well, oh, there's my instructions. The colors that coordinate with this are basic beige, basic black, cloud cover, crumb cake, darling duckling, gray granite, lost lagoon, petal pink, pretty peacock, secret sea, shaded spruce, and very vanilla. So, but this doesn't have any vanilla on it, so I'm going to just go ahead and use white. So let's go ahead and attach this on the front. All right. And we're going to center it right in there, so there's about 1/8 of an inch or so all the way around. There we go. Let's go ahead and do the inside. We're going to put this piece right here. So let's put a little glue right on the end and attach this. And I like to tap it down or use my fingers to guide it so that it doesn't go over the edge at all. We'll do that. We'll put this in here. And we've got the inside of our card completed. Let's see, hopefully that's straight. Cards, yep, that looks straight. All right, we'll close that up, and we're going to take this and we're going to put this down. We're not going to pop it up, we're just going to leave it flat. Put a little bit of glue and put it right in the middle as such. And we're going to use, we can either do the hello or the smile. Which sticker do you think we should do? Should we greet our friends with the word hello, or should we greet them with smile? That looks like it's even. I'd love to know which one you guys think we should do. These are stickers, so hello or smile. Any votes? Because after we get that done, then we're gonna be done with our card. And just, I love, while we're waiting to see what you guys say and vote, I love these. This is gonna make a beautiful card background. I love this. This almost reminds me of the 4-corner technique. You could put your stamp of sentiment here. I love the different ombre of the pretty peacock on that. This is very regal looking. It's very rich and regal. And this is the darling duckling and the secret sea. And I love that. You would choose hello, Peggy. Okay. I love these leaves. So there's so many fun fun cards to use to make cards. So let's go ahead and we'll go with hello. So I'm going to pull up the sticker hello. Be really careful when you pull them up so you don't rip them. And we're going to put this, I'm going to move this down a little bit so I can see. And we're going to just be really careful when you lay it down, because once it's down, it's down. So there's that. And you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to grab from my stash here the flat 25-27 flat colors, flat pearl in colors. And I think I'm going to use some darling duckling. I'm going to just put a little pop of color here and do one down here. That looks cute. All right, so there is our card that we made with this kit too. So you can do scrapbooking, you can do cards, you can do both. So here we go. This is what we've made with our kit. We did a scrapbooking page and we used a card. Now, I will have all of the information as to which pieces I used in my kit and some of the dimensions for these on my blog tomorrow at www.stampinwithjenn.com. And I usually have it written around here, but I cleaned off my desk and I'm not sure what I did with it. But anyway, it's Stampin' with Jenn, 2 N's in Stampin' and 2 N's in Jenn. And there will be a link to this video on my blog, as well as a link to the supplies that we used here. I hope you enjoyed this. Next week, is it next week? I have to look at my calendar. I believe next week, because today is the 24th, and next week, a week from today is the 1st of July, and can you believe it? Not Patty, I just saw Patty's comment up on the board. Tammy and I will be celebrating our 1-year anniversary of doing Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. I can't believe it's gone by so fast that we've been doing this for a full year now, sharing tips and tricks with you and just having a great time sharing all our fun and our love for crafting, paper crafting. So I hope you join us next week for a special Teach It Tuesday and celebrating our 1-year anniversary. And I thank you for joining me today, and look forward to all my information on this on my blog tomorrow at www.stampin with Jenn, Stampin, 2 N's with Jenn, stampin.com. I'm sort of tired. It's been a long day, so I'm stumbling over things. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Have a great evening, and we will see you next week. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.